Okay, so welcome to this beginning SolidWorks video for SolidWorks beginners. Alright, in this I'm going to make a tri-square. So this is suitable for students in Ireland learning SolidWorks or anywhere across the world. Students in Ireland might be familiar, or many other countries might be familiar with this tool here called the tri-square. Alright, that's used in wood technology for marking lines across the grain and checking if it's timber is square, faces on timber are square. So our parts, alright, our blade, brass strip, rivets, and our stock. Some of the skills we're going to learn in SolidWorks are sketching, extruded boss base, extruded cut, linear pattern, mirror, revolve cut, and revolve boss base. So here's a quick example of one I made earlier, what it looks like. So we're going to start by making the stock, then the brass strip, the blade, then we're going to cut out our holes for our rivets. We're going to mirror them over to the back. We're going to put in these decorations, front and back. We're going to cut out the holes for the rivets, use linear pattern to multiply them, put in the rivets, linear pattern the rivets. So we're going to go up to new. Okay, we're going to go to part, and we're going to click OK. Now, we're going to move our mouse slowly, and we're going to select sketch. And then we're going to slowly select the top plane. Okay, we're going to move our mouse up here over a rectangle, and we're going to hit the drop down arrow, and we're going to select center rectangle. I'm going to move my mouse slowly to the origin, left click, move my mouse out, so I'm creating the rectangle there. Now, I'm going to go to Smart Dimension. I'm going to click it, left click the bottom of the line here, don't go into the middle, just left click the bottom and it goes orange, tap it, type in 120. I'm going to left click the top here and the bottom, move my mouse out, I'm going to type in 18. Now, I'm going to move my mouse up, turn off Smart Dimension. I'm going to hit the drop down arrow, select center line. I'm going to go below the origin to that yellow dot, left click, move my mouse up, left click to finish the line, turn off the tool. So I'm going to have to left click twice to get out of the line. I'm going to left click the right, hold down Control, I'm going to left click the left hand side, hold down Control button on my mouse, left click the right, and say Construction Geometry to make it light. Now, I'm going to select center line again, or you could go with midpoint line here and say for construction, but if you don't have that version, I'm going to go with center line. So I'm going to move my mouse over here to the middle, left click, I can move it out here and let go. I'm going to turn off the line tool. Now, I'm going to go move my mouse up here just underneath circle. I'm going to hit 3-point arc. So I'm going to left click one point here, move my mouse to the top, left click, and move my mouse to the left there. That it's doing okay, the arc on the left. I'm going to Smart Dimension, and I'm going to type in radius 30. Now, so we now have that sketch complete. We're going to make this into a solid. Okay, to get our stock, so we're going to go Features, Extruded Boss Base, and the distance we're going to change this to is 38. And we're going to click it, okay, on the design tree, F2, and change the name to stock. We're going to right click, appearance, body, okay, advanced, browse, okay, down to organic, wood, rosewood, and we can pick, okay, our rosewood. Click OK, common hardwood use. Now, we're going to press save. Oh, to be fair, we should have done this at the start. So, we have it in our folder. And you should get into the habit of saving things regularly. So, the tri-square. Now, so the next thing we're going to do is cut out the hole for the blade. Okay. So, we're going to go to sketch, so left click sketch, and you get this yellow box here. Select a plane, so one of the planes, or a face to draw. We're going to go with the top plane, so left click the top plane, it's from there, and you can press Control and the number 8 to look perpendicular to it, to look normal to it. Now, we're going to go to center rectangle again. So drop down arrow, center rectangle. We're going to highlight the origin, move our mouse across slowly, left click, move our mouse downwards, left click. And we're going to go smart dimension. We're going to hit the line here on the left, not the point, the midpoint, it's the line. We're going to type in 1 millimeter. Now we're going to make this 50, so we'll click the top line, click the number, type in 50. Now we're going to have to make the middle in line with the origin. So I'm going to briefly turn off Smart Dimension, left click the center of the rectangle, hold the center point of the origin, and we're going to say make horizontal. So now they're in line with each other. Now, okay, so the next thing we're going to do is make this 8 millimeters from the curve. So I'm going to select the point tool. So I'm going to zoom in using the scroll wheel, highlight on the circumference of the arc there until we get the vertex there. I'm going to left click on the point tool. I'm going to move my mouse up and turn it off. Smart dimension. Left click the line here. Move my mouse in. Left click the point. I'm going to type in the number 8. Now, we're now going to go to Features, Extruded Cut. I'm going to select this button here if needs be to flip the direction. I'm going to hit the drop down arrow and select Through All. So that means it will cut through any piece of material here. And click OK. So now we have the housing for the blade put out. And now we're going to put in the blade. So we're going to save first. We're going to left click this, press F2, rename it blade housing. Now, I can reuse the sketch that I've done to cut out the housing for the blade. So I'm going to move my mouse to here, hit the arrow beside it, left click the sketch there, I want to go to Extruded Boss Base, and it picks up the sketch already. Now we're going to type in 195 for the blind depth. So the height of the blade is going to be 195. Now we're going to go to the word from and select offset. And we're going to type in 1 mil because tri-squares, the blades usually aren't in line with the bottom. Now, if it happens to be going the opposite way, hit this arrow to make sure it lifts up from the ground. Make sure to untick merge result. So make sure to untick merge result. and click OK. Now we're going to rename that the blade. We're going to right click, okay, appearance, body. We go to browse, metals, we go with steel, brush steel, no, don't like that. So actually we're going to go back in our materials, we'll select metal, down to iron, cast iron, click OK, and Control S will save our work. Now we're going to focus on our, so I'm now going to do the brass strip here. So I'm going to use this face to do the extrude, right? So I'm going to left click this face, sketch. Now no yellow message came up because it already selected the face. I'm going to move my mouse over to convert entities and click that. And what it done was it turned the face into a sketch. Now I'm going to go to features, extruded boss base. I'm going to type in 3 millimeters. I'm going to make sure that I press untick merge result and click OK. I'm going to right click, appearance, body, okay, browse, is it metal, brass, okay, and tick OK. And Control and S to save. Rename this brass strip. Control S again. Control S again to save. So I'm now going to create the rivets here. So there's going to be 3 of them here. So we'll start by cutting out the housing. So I'm going to go to sketch, select this face here, control the number 8. As I said, there's 3 of them. So I'm going to go to polygon, I'm going to type in 3, and we're going to create a triangle. I'm going to left click here, move my mouse out, left click again, turn off the polygon tool. Smart dimension, left click this line here, type in 20, and then left click the vertex here of the triangle on the bottom line, and I'm going off the stock. I'm going to type in 19 because we made this 38 high, and half of 38 is 19. Now then I'm going to hit this line here, move my mouse to the left, hit that one, and type in 16. I'm going to left click the polygon here, and I'm going to say construction geometry. Now I'm going to create, alright, a couple of little parallelograms. Now I'm going to move up to mid line, hit the drop down arrow, midpoint line, and I'm going to say for construction. So I'm going to left click there, go outwards, and I'm just going to move my mouse up here, this button beside the eye, and I'm going to turn into hidden lines removed to take away the colour and make it easier to see. Now you see we have a midpoint line there. Well, there's not really I can do with that dimension. So we have a midpoint line there. Now I'm going to do the same thing again. Midpoint line for construction. I'm going to left click here and move the line, mouse up. Now I'm going to go to Smart Dimension. I'm going to hit this line and type in 10. I'm going to hit this one, move the mouse up, left click and type in 16. Then I'm going to press the line tool. I'm going to left click, move the mouse up to here, left click, move it down there, left click and left click. And you can see this shaded feature here. Now we're going to copy that there. So I'm going to go to linear sketch pattern. So linear sketch pattern, direction 1, I'm going to right click, left click the box and right click and select clear axis. under direction 2, I'm going to right click, left click the box and clear selections. So I'm going to go back to direction 1 and I'm going to select that line there. Direction 2, left click the box, I'm going to select that line there. I'm going to go back to here and I'm going to type in 2. I'm going to type in 2 here in direction, under direction 2. I'm going to type in 20 and I'm going to type in 20 here as well. Entities to pattern, I'm going to left click the box and select this one too, and I'm just going to say reverse the direction there. Okay, and there's one of those I want to remove. Alright, so I'm going to go down to instance skip, instances to skip, and I'm going to select that one there to remove. Okay, then I can tick OK. Now, so the sketch is light blue. It's a good practice to always fully define things. Left click here, press fix, it's gone red, so I'm going to press Ctrl Z. Okay, and I'm just going to right click, I'm going to left click in here in space, hold down Control, left click this one, right click, fully defined sketch, selected entities, calculate. Okay, and let it do itself. Now, we can turn back on the colour. I'll press that button. So now we're going to cut this out. So features, extruded cut, change true all to blind, 3 mil, and click OK. And now we're going to put this on the other side. So we're going to go to features, mirror. Our mirror plane is the front plane. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy that cutout onto the opposite side. So features to mirror, can left click the extruded cut and right click there to confirm. Now we're going to say housing, rename that, so click it, press F2 or right click and rename. Housing for Rivet decoration. And I'm going to highlight it, Control C, Control V, and I'm going to add in an S there. If you don't add in an S, it won't let you rename it. You can't have two names the same. Now, Control S to save our work. So we're now going to add the decorative features for the rivets that you see here. So I'm going to reuse the sketch that we done for the housing. So I'm going to left click that there. I'm going to press extruded, or I'm going to go to features, extruded boss base. I'm going to left click this button here to turn around. I'm going to type in 3 millimeters, and it's very important that I untick merge result. Alright, very important. Now I'm going to click this, press F2 to rename. So I've done that. I can right click on the brass strip here, copy appearance, right click, paste appearance, body, and I can click that one, the whole control, right click, paste appearance to get them on it as well. Now I'm going to mirror them rivets, or those decorations for the rivets, so I'm going to click the front plane, mirror. So the mirror plane is the front plane. Bodies to mirror, we have to select bodies to mirror, not features. 1, 2, 3, and make sure that button is on propagate visual patterns, or visual properties. So that copies the appearance onto the other side. Control S to save our work. Now we're adding in the rivets. Okay, now in real life, rivets can be multi-roomed to stop, alright, features, okay, lifting off from each other. So we're going to do a replica, okay, style here. Now, I'm going to move to this sketch here. So I'm going to hit the arrow beside it, right click, show the sketch. Then I'm going to go features, reference geometry, plane. So I'm going to select this point here. I'm going to move my mouse up here, select the arrow, and I'm going to select the right plane. So this plane is going to be parallel to the right plane. If it doesn't come up, just for argument's sake, some computers it can go like this. If it goes yellow and this button is perpendicular, press parallel. Now we're going to click OK. I'll rename that section plane. I'm going to rename this. So I'm going to click that, press F2, and then I copy that and press Control C and remove the S because that's where I'm going to put the rivet decorations. Now I'm going to use this section plane to make it easier for me to operate commands and see things and draw them. So I'm going to select section view, alright, and I'm going to right click, clear selection there. I'm going to select the section plane, click OK. So it makes it easier now to see in here. Now I'm going to select that plane there, press sketch, control and the number 8 to look perpendicular to it, straight at. Now I'm going to select a midpoint line and I'm going to say for construction. I'm going to move my mouse over the middle. Okay, and it's going to be hard to get it. Now I have it right there, just in the middle. So I'm going to draw the line out, horizontal. I can press escape to turn off the command. I'll left click the midpoint, hold control, zoom in there, left click the origin, make coincident. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean, I'm going to do Control Z there. I didn't mean to say coincident, I meant vertical. Now, I'm going to smart dimension. I'll give this a size, 30 will do fine. Okay, and then I'm going to turn off the smart dimension command. I'm going to left click the line, hold control, left click that point, make coincident, and it's gone black. Now, we're going to go to the line tool. So we're going to draw a line from left to right, up, don't touch that middle there, and we're going to draw an angle here, across, up at an angle, and down. Now you could use the mirror entities in this either. There's no problem in doing that. I'm going to left click this line here on the right, hold control, left click the line on the left, press make equal. I'm going to left click this line here on the right, hold control, left click the line on the left. I'm going to say make equal, and I'm going to say make perpendicular. So they'll be at a right angle to each other. I'm going to go smart dimension. I'm going to left click this line here, and I'm going to type in 2 millimeters. I'm going to left click this line here. I'm going to type in 1. And I'm going to left click those two, and it automatically, got that they were 45 degrees. So that's fine. And the sketch has gone black. I'm going to go features, revolve, cut, and it pre-selects the axis. I'm going to press OK. So it's cutting out the hole through the rivet. And I'm going to rename that housing. So I click it, press F2 for rivet decoration. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say housing for rivet, rather. We already had that done. Now, I'm going to click it again, press F2 and Control C, because I'm going to use it later. Now we're going to copy this revolved cut to be in these two positions. So I'm going to go to linear pattern, direction 1, I'm going to select this line. Direction 2, I'm going to select that line. Features the pattern, I'm going to select the revolved cut. So I left click in there. I'm going to select instances to skip. Okay, and I'm going to left click that purple dot there. So there's just going to be 3. Now I'm going to change the dimension there to 20 and 20 and click OK. Now we have what we wanted there. Now I'm going to turn off the section plane there. Now we can see some of the appearances didn't copy, so look, we can still stick them in. Alright, so I can, okay, there's several ways you can do it. Right, I'm going to click this face, hold control, click that one, zoom out, hold control, click this face and this face. Hold down the rolly button of the mouse, scroll around, hold control, click those two. And now we can right click. So appearance, okay, I'm going to go with the face, advanced, browse, we're in metals, brass, brush brass I think we had, and click OK. Now what we've left to do is put in the rivets. So I'm going to right click, no I'm not going to right click on that there, I'm going to turn on the section view again. Now I'm going to go to the housing for rivet, right click on the sketch and press show. Now I'm going to go to Revolve Boss Base, and it says select an existing sketch to use for the feature. So I'm going to select that center line. It pre-selects the sketch. It's very important that I untick merge result. I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to re-click that, press F2, press Ctrl and V, and change that to housing for rivets. I'm going to click the revolve, F2, and say rivet. And then I'm going to go Control C it to use the name in future. Now remember, it's very important there that the merge result is turned off. Now I'm going to right click on the rivet. I'll have to turn off the section view for a moment to do this. So right click, hit the drop down appearance, body, advanced, browse, okay, metals, where's my tri-square? Now I don't know the exact metal used for the rivet, but we'll go with the steel. We'll go with that coarse steel. We'll click OK. Now we're going to go to linear pattern. Direction 1 is this line. Direction 2 is this line. So both is 20. We must select bodies. Alright, we must select bodies. So we left click our body, make sure propagate visual pattern is on, and we're going to scroll down to instances to vary, and we're going to left click on the one we don't want. So I have to tick that box there to get it up, left click point, skip instance if needs be. Then we're going to tick OK. So my computer there isn't responding. Now I got it to respond there, and I copied the appearance as well. So we can right click and hide our sketches. So right click on the sketches there we want to hide, and we can right click on the plane and hide. Now then we can say rename that rivets. Control and 7, view an isometric. Right, so that's the lesson done. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe, okay, and share and comment for more videos that you want. Thank you.